wake up.
It's where I rest my pretty little head. It's where I rest my pretty little head. It's my bed. It comes with all the luxuries a bed should have. I should talk to Millie. She seems frightened. I should talk to Millie. She seems frightened. It's all about the birds and the bees, and how the birds like to eat the bees and other insects. The tools I use to transfer my genius onto paper. The tools I use to transfer my genius onto paper. It says Gaga on it, or is it Goo Goo? Early bird cornflakes. I like to eat them in the evening, completely disregarding their overly advertised intended use. My collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process. It's a broken clock, totally useless without the small hand. A cardboard box. I think this one is full of my rare bottle caps. It's pointless dedication from a bygone era, I know. I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case. Nothing interesting about them. Well, one of them has a PhD in clinical virology, so I guess that's something. I use this chest as a reading bench sometimes. Unlike most women, I just like to sit near the window on a cold autumn day under a warm blanket with a good book. It's just this weird quirk I have. Folium cadent. When was the last time I watered this? Oh, that's right, I didn't. It's really hanging in there. Ugh.
It seems you had a nightmare.
There was this fire and black smoke was coming from the windows. Funny thing is, it didn't feel scary to me, like I wasn't really there.
Was it Paper City?
No, I don't think so. What are you doing here, Millie? Are you all right?
Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could. I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you.
What do you mean?
Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing.
I have to go find Flint. Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later.
Please, before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart.
Ted? I know where he is. He has a small office in my closet, but Ted and we can't work together anymore. Mostly because I'm still smart and driven and he's become a burnout.
I haven't seen him since he left the city. But whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile.
Okay, Millie, I'll go ask him. But I'm not sure if he'll even hear me out. We left off on a really bad note.
It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about. The reason I came all the way down here. There is this man that came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you.
What man?
We call him the Red Man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week, ever since he showed up. The officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear.
Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting.
The mayor and the commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until all of this is sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to escape through the East Tunnel's maintenance route, but most of the exits are closed off now.
You said we escaped. Is someone else here with you?
The Mugshot boys helped me through the East Tunnel, bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up.
I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything?
I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all. Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
Amber Ashworth, if I had a nickel for every time this broad got me into trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm retired, for good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz, and I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count. She knows the drill, and so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head, and then they get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm? Not much to do when you're retired, and hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Hi, Ted. I heard you've retired, but...
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
Doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie? Are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
My birthday is coming up soon, and I thought I'd extend an invitation.
Your birthday was 6 months ago.
Yeah, but I'm planning some big things for my next one. I thought I'd start preparing early.
Good thinking. You don't want to repeat that fiasco from 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was really bad. Who knew salmonella was still a thing?
I know, right? Anyway, I'll tell my secretary to get you something nice.
You don't have a secretary.
Exactly. If you don't mind, babe, I'm pretty busy here, so...
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help, and I kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you. I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my birdwatching, poker and cigar club. And where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing. Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over. That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs in the past. Capiche?
You've been practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that in for dramatic effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point across.
Does it really? You're still here, and I still have a lot of work to do.
Do we really have to do this whole bit again?
Fine. This is dragging on for way too long, and it's past my office out. What's this nonsense all about anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like all sorts of bad things, and there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route, but I think that's been closed off too.
They?
Yeah, Millie and the Paper City Paper Mache Association. They thought they could practice their, macheing here in the woods since their place burnt down.
Boy, that place must have burned down fast. Am I right? Wait, I never heard of any Paper Mache Association down in the city. Are you making this up?
Yeah, sorry. The Mugshot Boys helped her out. I know how much you don't like them.
I mean, what's not to like? Fact that they're thieves and thugs, they literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't that baby an undercover cop?
Well, yeah, it was. But they didn't know that. Now, did they?
Anyways, they helped her escape the city through the East Tunnel, the one that leads to Flint's room, and she said he wasn't there. She believes he's gone missing. I need to go and check on Flint. Maybe he's still in the house, but Millie doesn't want me to go alone. She says it's possible for the Red Man to have found an exit to my house. She's really scared.
Wait, what Red Man?
She was telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently and was asking questions about me.
He's asking questions about you? What's so interesting about you?
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Millie is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, Sugar Cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over. I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
Your hat?
No, I'm phasing that one out.
Your magnifier?
That's right, Dollface. Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
It's my field hockey mask. My friend Jason wants to borrow it. As far as I'm concerned, he can have it. What's the worst that can happen? I really feel like I don't own enough shoes. And no, it's not a stereotype. It's just a fact. I got this for Flint with my own money. It's some guardian superhero dude. Very bleak and depressing story arc. These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors. Nope. I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with me. Left there for research purpose. Here we see a lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild office? That's what the phones looked like back in the days. Now. Seems like Ted's onto something here. It makes this place look like a proper office. It serves as a support for his heavy head when he passes out. My former partner, Ted E. Baer. Well, since this office is in my closet, that window there is for purely decorative purposes. Where's the light coming from, though? The light is off. I bet someone wasn't paying his electric bills. It says FBI on it. I bet it stands for Federal Baer Investigation. If I had a label maker, I would label this Amber Stuff, and I would keep my label maker there. It's as useful as batteries are. That's saying a lot. I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy. Just my stuff. Yes, drawers. What will they think of next? Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted. Yes, drawer. I've read all of these. Some of my favorites are Boomerang, What Goes Around Comes Around, The Island of the Monkeys, and Staring Down the Barrel, A Drunkard's Tale. There we go. Now I just need a lens. I can't use that. I broke my mom's glasses. I better find use for this lens now. Voila! A perfect crime Ted will never know. Are you even trying?
magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet. Do you really need it, though?
Do you really need my help?
Okay, fair enough. It's just Ted.
That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted. There's some chain thingies inside. It's locked. The accentuated, almost reckless brushstrokes could be an indication of the artist's lack of formal education. Rather than paint with methodical, almost sterile precision, he instead attempts to convey his inner turmoil through his paintings, making his work better appreciated through sheer emotion.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're just such a caveman. A lamp. Nothing else to it. It shines, but if I can see where I'm going, that means I'll hardly ever get lost. So this lamp is like a beacon, reminding me that wherever I am, I can just look around and I'll find my way back home. I bet it's full of diamonds. That's something one would have lying around in a cardboard box in the middle of the hallway, right? It's a fishing village, somewhere on the coast of Norway, probably.
I'm so glad I got dragged out in the middle of the night to look at the paintings hanging in your house. What else am I going to do, right?
The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. It's just so vivid and beautiful. You can almost taste it. Plantae regularis, a common plant found in most households, I guess. A box filled with all sorts of stuff. Really just all the imaginable useful things I need right now to solve this mystery. Packed inside a single cardboard box and left in the middle of the hallway.
It's just closed, doll.
I know. It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Rust. Rust. Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
We've heard rumors about some Red Man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first, gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, trying to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he alright?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little ear buzz is all.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's all right.
There should be a key around here somewhere, unless someone took it. It's all dried up, serving as a reminder of life's fleeting nature. A painting? Or is it some sort of ink blot test? A save point. Nah, just kidding. What is this, Resident Evil? We have autosave, you dingus. My old trusty lamp. I never walk around this hallway without her. A painting, or is it? I see 3 anthropomorphic mailboxes dancing to the captivating beats of the J. Summers Jazz Quartet. For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway. It's I don't know. You kind of lose your imagination after the 10,000th useless item. It's a lamp. It's a tree, like the only this one it's creepy. Oh my, those curtains are wide open. The reflection from I prefer to leave some of the view to the So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books. It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market, so the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me. I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster.
Please, whoever finds this log, I'm one of the developers for Bear With Me. I didn't want to do it. They've made me. Please send some... Oh no, I can hear him coming.
Wow, that's just disturbing.
Yep.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around. We'll have to find another. We'll have to find another way.
Only for looking, not for touching, according to my mom. It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me. Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. Although they have a certain righteous ring to them. Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it. Just I have a similar...
You have the same lamp in your room, those lazy artists.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, 'cause you throw like one. My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring. It looks expensive. My grandpa, I know. I've always liked it. Looks familiar. I feel. It's a small boat in the middle of a storm.
You know how they say. It's not the size of the boat, but the motion in the ocean.
What does that even mean?
I think it means that it doesn't really matter how big the ship is. It will probably sink if the storm is strong enough.
Such a tragedy. It's a small house in the country. It looks so peaceful there. I wish I had more time to appreciate every piece of art I come across. I can't use that. This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these. This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
There's a number written. 1.
10-7's the...
That's a little.
I don't...
I can't use that. Do what with it? Do what with it? Come on. Do what with it?
Aren't you pers...
And
We'll have to find another way.
it's mostly filled with boring paperwork.
We should talk to Rusty. He may... What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's long enough for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position. There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The Robot Union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
It's full of Ted's past cases. There, is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Having trouble finding your proof of competence, Snoop?
I'll find it. It's somewhere in my office. I know that much.
Sure thing, take your time. I'll be here if you need me.
Rust.
Having trouble finding your proof of competence, Snoop?
I'll find it. It's somewhere in my office. I know that much.
Sure thing, take your time. I'll be here if you need me.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out, and keep little miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning. It's locked. I mean, of course it is. Hey, I got it working. I can't use that. I don't think so. I don't think so.
We'll have to find...
Do what with it? I don't think so. I can't use that. Come on. Are you even trying? I don't think so. This hole. Go in.
I'm sorry. See, it's a...
For when you get tired of...
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. It's just one of the many cabinets around the house. Nothing interesting. Lots of creams and powders, also hair gel, a sponge thingy, some kind of paste, and so on, intended to make you look presentable when applying for a low-income 9-to-5 position to grind away the days. I don't really know what all that means. I picked it up in a movie once. Nah, I'm pretty as it is. Fun fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, the water will overflow and the repair guy will come to fix it. He will also complain about the economy and how he has to work on Sundays. Just some stuff I don't... They're my mom's. I'm not really sure what they're for. They're my mom. A painting on the floor. Trying to get out of town, eh? You owe money to the art community. Listen here, man. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take on your debt and pay those money-grubbing watercolor pushers. Maybe I'll call you on your debt sometime. Maybe not. What do you say? Beats living on the run. Where's the money, Lebowski? Every time I look at it, I see a beautiful princess. She's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies. A painting of something or another. It's too small to tell. Classic TP found. What's there left to say? Submerged ruins of an ancient temple. It's a waterfall. Maybe in our world, a waterfall. It's just one of... It's full of uninteresting pairs of towels just hanging. No, but nice try, Mom. Used. It's a trash can. I'm not going through trash. Used by, oh. This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case. Every time she's bound. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy life in a castle somewhere in France and have lots of ponies?
You are, Amber. Like for totes.
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it?
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Be careful.
I don't think so. There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would. The case was spinning out of control. So fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill where Rust worked for years got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man. I have a strong feeling in my gut it's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this, the last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now. A level 6 sword. It has higher damage than my gun. I'm more... I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later. Just pants, neatly folded and thrown over the closet. I should tear them in case I need to make a rope to climb down the window. I've got a sudden urge to play it on stage and destroy it over the drum kit. A lamap? No, that's not right. It's a lamp. L-A-M-P. Depicting colors contained by various forms and shapes. An empty box. Just think of the possibilities. I guess they are so used to police interrogations. Standing in front of bright lights is where they feel most at home. It's got drawers, but I'm not going to do that. I have my reasons. The size of this box is only matched by its inability to comprehend reality. Well, this thing really stands out. We'll have to find another way. Depicting colors contained by various forms and shapes. Is it a monkey? Roses in a field? An orange? I'm really bad at appreciating art. Someone, somewhere, put their soul and moderate effort into making this, and I hate it. Nothing a little paint thinner can't fix. What is this? A book titled, A Small Car on Top of Me, The Life of a Book. What? What sort of literature is this? An empty glass? It's the biggest mistake I've seen all day. That's what that is. I have no clue. A wild guess. It's a single copper dime with a printing error. Unique, extremely rare, not as valuable as one might think. Hard shell on the outside, sweet on the inside. Metaphors never end with you guys, huh? Empty sheets of paper spread across the table surface. What future awaits those sheets of paper? Will they ever become a book? Just some rope. I bet someone would find it. Not me, though. Oh boy, I have no idea where the drawing guy went with this one. A book titled Half-Life 3. Oh, I bet it's fantasy. I don't like pillows. I'm far too rugged for such comfort. I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it!
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what?
If we did whatever you're hinting at we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you too. Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing, or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure, and your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it. So, why are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a Snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me. You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Tell me what I want to know, and I'll buy you a fancy dinner.
Thanks for the attempted bribe, Snoop. I appreciate the gesture, but we're stuffed.
Aren't we all? Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
No, I'm just asking because I have these 2 tickets for Wuthering Heights on ice.
Oh, it's just wonderful. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook, for now. I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Your memory's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure, I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn, see? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
What? What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Well, you two were useful as always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more thing. You didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house.
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure. No. 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 Storage space reserved for... Those 2 clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The Red Man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those 2?
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find...
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too. I don't think so. Come on. There should be a key around here somewhere, unless someone took it. It's unlocked. Hope I don't get into trouble over this. I feel like these should grow in a pond. I could be wrong. I love wearing these around the house. They make me look taller. They're really uncomfortable, though. Some weird plant is sticking out of it. For combing your hair.
You mean you don't brush it and just wear it whatever way it was when you woke up?
Yep, that's the idea. I'm not a painting of some guy. Let's name him Jeffrey. What do you think, Ted?
I don't, but he does look like a Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Creepyface. His eyes would follow us around the room, if he had any. It's one of my dad's cameras. I'll take this film strip with me. Maybe I can develop it later. This lamp is... it's like a supermodel lamp. It's plastic wrap for your clothes, for some reason. An armoire. That's fancy talk for closet. Mom and Dad's bed, or the inside trampoline, as I like to call it. Used to pinch things. I can't use that. Come on. You put a film inside and nothing happened. There's something missing. There, is it over? Is that...
Looks the same to me.
Some detective you are. Obviously something happened. We need to use the developing liquids now, and then we get the photo. I can't use that. Seems like it's empty. You can pour something in it, like water or fire. Big ass bottles. Just a bunch of bottles. 2 to be exact. Nothing interesting about them. Just some canisters filled with some unidentified liquids. Do what with it? I don't think so. Come on. Do what with it? Do what with it? Are you even trying? Are you even trying? Do what with it? Come on. Come on. There we go. It was the number from the statue. Not a police code for anything, Mr. I don't follow no rules. Hey, these are the liquids for developing pictures. I'll take them with me. There. We just need the empty photo thingy to put it in. Oh my God, Ted. That's him. That's the red man. He's in my house.
Okay, calm down. That could be anyone.
Oh, no, it's him. He's in my house and he did something to Flint. I have to find Mom and Dad.
Wait, don't be so rash. There's probably an explanation for this. Don't get your parents involved, doll. They're having a hard time as it is. This could be just a prank is all I'm saying. We should get back to Million.
Yeah, you're right. We have to wait, though. The room is locked by a mechanism connected to that machine over there, and it will unlock in a couple of minutes. My dad made it like this so no one would barge in and light up the room when he's developing photos.
All right, so we wait. So, how have you been lately?
Oh no, Ted, it's Millie.
Damn it.
Why would somebody do this? She was just a sweet old woman. She hasn't done nothing wrong to anyone. Poor Millie. I've had her since I was 5, almost as long as...
Me, yeah, I know. Doll, what do you think we should do now?
I honestly don't know. Ted, I'm a bit shaken up at the moment. I have to go find Mom and Dad. Whoever this red man is, he's done something to Flint.
Please, don't get your parents involved again. I suggest we head out to Paper City and see what we can dig up on this guy. We can go down to the docks and talk to CBG. He's bound to know something.
Again? What do you mean?
What? I don't know. We should get moving. Is there any entrance to the city we can use at the moment?
There's one in the attic. Maybe we can use that one.
Yeah, good idea. Let's head out.
Poor Millie. This is our fault, you know? We told Rusty we'd keep an eye out, and now she's dead. We've let her down.
Hey, this is not your fault. That red freak did this. Believe me when I say this, doll. You can't save everyone all the time. People die. That's just how the dice roll. All you can do at times like these is keep your head up. Think of the fond memories you have of her, and just keep going. We'll get that red bastard sooner or later. That's my promise to you.
I know, it's just.
It's sad, I know, but life gets sad sometimes. You just have to pull through, and happiness will find you again. Now let's go. We've still got a case to solve, and somebody's got to pay for this.
Since I'm paying for the view, I might as well enjoy it. A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door. Come on. A door. No,
We should get back to Million. We should get back to Million.
It's so sad what happened to her. No point in dragging her around. It's also disrespectful. I'll come. It's the most peaceful.
We should get back to Million. Rust. We'll have to find another. We'll have to find another way. Lowlifes.
Any leads on the missing kid?
That's classified. You too remembered something.
Nothing useful, prop. I faintly remember my old man. He was sitting on a bar stool just drinking away, and after a while the waiters would just chuck him out the back into a dumpster. Any leads on the missing kid?
That's class.
Nothing. I remember I was never that old book. I would sit the scholar. I guess they were a reminder of all the things I could be someday, see? Then they had to lock up and the janitors would come and just toss me out back into a dumpster.
It looks highly cuttable. Is that a word? I'll take it with me. No. No. No.
Do what with it? Do what with it? A box filled, really just packed inside a single cardboard.
It's just
I know. That's just.
it's just weird.
Yep, it's weird. Do what with it? Come on. I don't think so. Come on. I don't think so. Come on. Are you even trying?